after because I want to finish having a conversation with you.
Okay, sounds good. I'll be back. Andy. Andy. Morning, chat. Need to find Andy. What was that? I need to do my FPS thing. Hold on. There we go.
This way.
Hall would also know.
Wait, who?
Jenny.
Oh, Jenny. Okay.
I have a solution.
What?
Okay.
Jenny Hall.
Does Jenny know?
Jenny would
She probably
definitely know
would.
because
Or like
Jenny
DuPont.
has been a police. DuPont as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are the two I can working closely with Snow way back then, and even then I'm not way back then enough.
Well, DuPont is gonna be like another, what, 6 hours, 7 hours?
And
Jenny would be
does
awake.
roll.
See if
Jenny
Jenny's
would-
around.
There's like maybe.
I don't actually have Jenny's number, so if someone calls her.
I'm calling. I mean, if she doesn't pick up, we can go knock on the door.
Yeah. Fun that we all live up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be fun for
Wait.
him.
Wait,
It's
is
up
this
here.
the
We literally all
retirement
live here.
home? Is this like a little retirement
don't
town?
Say that. Dude, before
Oh,
Sid
shit.
left, we were looking at Nico and calling him a Zoomer, and then he went, "You know, there's more of him now than us." And I was like, "Why would you fucking say that to me?"
That's so fucking true. That's actually
That's so awful.
unnerving.
Don't do that.
Going on, your neighbors, there's like a lot of, every time I drive by, there's like 10 cars.
One of them's a mechanic. Walker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think
He's
they
a
were
vegan
cleaning
mechanic.
their solar panels.
Oh, I need
Wow.
to do that.
Oh shit! Yeah, need to get in the habit of doing that.
Barrick, are we getting solar panels? What's the electricity cost been?
I mean, I have no idea, to be honest. I replaced all the fuses and stuff like that, but other than that, I haven't really touched anything.
Wait, so do you have to go to City Hall and pay?
Yeah.
Yep. 4th floor.
Knock on Jenny's door?
Let's harass our neighbors.
Oh, God, look at us becoming a community.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that lately.
About what?
Oh, just this is the most Polito's ever actually felt like a town.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, instead of just like some motorcycle club up here or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I did love. I mean, I didn't like the people, but like, you know, when they ran the Mojito Inn and whatnot, whichever MC
Yeah,
that was, I don't
yeah,
even recall.
That was mayhem.
That's what it was.
Yeah, there was a couple of them that were like okay, but I don't know.
Jenny!
Michael said we don't. He doesn't
Also,
need this
Rose, can you please
Oh.
tell your child that the staircase in their house shoves through the wall, and if you walk up the stairs, you can get into their house by doing that. You might want to move it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very awkward. It's very strange. Yeah.
Hello?
Tell him to fix his staircase.
Anyone in there?
Jenny!
Hello?
Michael!
Jenny?
Nick,
Jenny.
That's
Veronica.
exactly. I was about to do that.
Jenny. Knock knock.
Veronica, Nick, Michael.
Damn it. Might not be
Talia.
around.
Probably not.
I'll give her a call again.
Reggie.
Something's just cozy about just riding around the neighborhood on bikes.
Mhm.
I knew Norman
You're not
Graham
wrong.
ones would bring the neighborhood
On
together.
the whole island, on bikes.
I mean, just specifically Polito, though. Just cozy.
But yeah, for
is my everyday
context,
life.
it's like, I wonder if there's an example here.
Checking like the hanging flower pot things.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that. Like
just checking
I don't
those.
know why, but for whatever reason, I recall. Like one of those
there? Yeah.
right there. Just let me check this.
Yeah. Julio better not be stashing shit. I'd
Hmm.
be so fucking BM if it was at the house I stayed at this whole time.
Well, how many
your
people
neighbor
have you
anymore.
told? Wait, you're not?
No, I left the gang.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Something's going on
I'm-
over there.
Where?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that too. The electrical box is not doing great. That's what happens
touch
when
it.
they lose their mother.
What's wrong with it?
It's kind of sparking everywhere. and
Is it?
smoking. Yeah, well, that's what I see.
I don't see that.
Oh, that's probably for the best.
Oh, you think they cleaned their solar panel?
I have no idea.
I think
I
they
moved out a
have.
couple
Oh,
weeks
they do
ago.
have one.
Hmm. This is really gonna bug me. It's one of those things that, like, as I just continuously think about it, I start thinking, could it be this? Could it have been something else? Ah!
Right. Oh, I'm sorry.
good. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Um,
I mean, I was gonna
This one
check
just
that
kept
house at the
working.
very end that Sonya and Kirk are always at.
because my thought was, if I'm a serial killer and I've gotten away with 50 attacks,
You think they'd
and I'm
know?
bored, and I want to be caught, and I
Hmm.
got away with 50 attacks, which means, no offense, cops couldn't do anything. I can get away with those. I can also get away with hiding a journal and no one ever finding it if I really want to. So if they found it, it's because he wanted them to. Which means it would be somewhere painfully obvious, in my opinion. He knew they were going to find it there.
Is it written in there?
No, I only have page 1 of the new stuff. The old stuff is just like photocopies from way back then.
Well, what's the,
Of the
new
murder
stuff
journal.
say?
Wait, does the
Um,
old stuff make reference to it?
Well, that's why we were kind of following the old journal. We were going to each location because it was pretty much writing down, hate this person for this reason, or left this person for dead at this place. Because we thought that if we followed all of them, that maybe eventually we'd stumble upon the right place. Because it's kind of all we have to go off of.
Hmm.
Florian got a text from Norman saying that it would be where they found the originals. If I needed a place to start looking.
Ah, that's so. Oh, why can't I remember?
It's been a long time. Don't kick yourself.
The thing is, it was before I was a cop. I'm certain.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm in that journal.
Ooh.
Huh?
Way, way back.
Yeah.
Are you a zombie?
No. No. But
Making sure.
I almost got away.
Well, we can keep looking around here in the little flower pots and check details, or we can keep working through the
chat.
journal, or we can split up and do both.
Could you send me a copy of the old journal?
Yes. No.
No?
I don't have a phone.
You not have a phone.
I live in the. That's a longer story.
Shit.
That revolves around this, but yeah. I can once I get a phone. I can also just read them all to you guys if you just want to sit and read through it together and take notes and stuff. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with either. If you
That
want to
is probably going to be
borrow.
fairly long.
Um, they're very, very short entries, like a sentence each.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, there's 51 entries, but they're just it's like a sentence. It's like so and so pissed me off
Okay.
this way. Did it here. Then the next one, the next one, next one.
Sure.
Okay, let's have
Just
a
with it.
powwow. Where do we want a powwow? Probably not the neighbor's yard.
Go to
My
the church.
campsite it is.
Imagine
Campfire stories.
Jenny's just
No,
staring at
the
us through the
campsite.
window.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck is happening? I think it's perfect for my campsite. Let's go to the campsite.
Okay.
Campsite.
Where's the campsite?
It is over by the nudist camp.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
hello.
Why am I so slow?
Well, she probably has like hundreds of hours on these bikes. I'd fully anticipate her getting everywhere faster.
Where'd she go? She's so fast.
I know.
I don't know where she went.
She's right there.
Oh, found you.
Hey.
You scared me. I'm zooming. Looks kind of sketch. Oh my god, this is so fucking steep. Ugh. This is painful.
You got this.
Oh my gosh. Has this always been here?
No, I moved up here when I moved out of the house.
This is
Like, we
nice.
had outdoor furniture of the tent, and we dragged the logs and stuff up from the lumber yard.
Nice.
This is where I took a wilderness to retreat when the HOA became too much. Many years ago. I left here for a week and threw out my phone, and Sis was here within the hour screaming, "You have to come home, they're all dying." Welcome to my house. I have
Nice house.
water and sometimes snacks. But I also sometimes have a very large assortment of rabbits whose names in order are Dave, Henry, Pip, Hershey, Baxter, Bruce, and Roberto. And if the bunnies aren't here, that means the crows are. You can look above you at certain times and see a whole flock of them flying above, who sometimes also land here and hang out and listen to my conversations.
Wait, a flock of what?
Crows.
A flock of crows.
A murder of crows.
Oh.
Yep.
No.
Get it?
Yeah.
Well,
I hate
listen,
it.
I know you don't like the crows. I like them. They've always been nice to me. We decided Cigarette and Zippo would be great names for crows.
Oh, yeah. Cigarette's a really good name.
Oh, you
I
know,
think Zippo's pretty
that
good
just
as well.
reminded me of something. Wait. Who texted me? Oh, okay. I saw a video the other day of the southern dude who goes, you know, there'd be some really cute names if they weren't already associated with like something bad. And
What?
one of his examples was Cigaretta.
Yo. That's pretty good, though.
Yeah, but you can't unhear cigarette, you know?
Yeah.
That's true, but since we independently decided Cigarette's a great name, I think it works.
Barrick, you're too close to the fire, bud.
What do you mean?
You're very
Yeah, a little
close.
bit.
Your toes are scaring me.
Feet get cold.
Cold feet?
Gonna melt your boot. He gets cold feet. So true, Rhodes. So true.
Okay. Let's, what are we doing here again? What are we
We're reading the murder journal because you never came up with a better name.
Oh.
listen?
The
obviously,
Death Notes
we
is
can come
nice.
up
Yeah, the
with
Death Notes.
Death Notes.
other names are available.
Okay. All right.
I don't remember my number.
You're no. Oh, I guess we'll find out. Okay. Norman Bones notes. Identities thus far: Joseph Brody, Stanley Wilkinson, Gerald the Cleaner, Johnson Traeger, Jimmy Goldstein, Johnny Deere. The only one that rings a bell is Stanley.
There's Stanley.
February 14th, 2018. 23:30. Sir Lee, trooper, struck with a police cruiser. Was Norman getting struck with a police cruiser? Location: intersection of Vespucci and Elgin Avenue. Was walking along the street after pulling money from the bank when struck by a vehicle doing at least 70 plus miles per hour through the city. February 15th, 2018. 0005. Richard Jerkov, black and red suit, lawyer, refused to take an easily won case. Last known location, Mission Row, noted. February 15th, 2018. At 0045, Sir Lee and AJ Bullitt, San Andreas and Elgin Avenue, struck me once more with a police vehicle. Not but a block north of where he got struck the first time, the day before. February 15th, 2018, 105. Stabbed and left for dead. Aquarius Johnson, Big D. Gave information about officers in Changgang. Left for dead in the mine shaft. Taxi out of service. Had to walk home. February 15th, 2018, 220. Coop Holiday. Arrogant. Has my identity. Black four-door Huntley. So it sounds like that was more of a stalking one than a... Oh, good. Rain. February 15th, 2018, 240. Yellowjack, a frequented location. Noted. Chang called me a killer. I didn't like that. He said he underlined called me a killer multiple times. February 15, 2018, stabbed and left for dead. A kid named Joshua, innocent. Begged. Bled well. Ugh. Hippie camp up north near Polito. February 15th, 2018, 350. Throat slit and left for dead. Person claimed to be Barry Scott was heard being called Chimo. Took him to the lighthouse. He was frustrating to deal with. Slit his throat on a cliff face. Bald, black shirt. Stupid. Stupid's capitalized and underlined twice. February 15th, 2018, 420. Joey Walker, red and gray suit, arm tattoos, dark spiked hair, fedora. Works at the Yellowjack, asks too many questions, called me creepy. Last known location, Yellowjack, spotted mostly at Legion Park. Noted. Stabbed and left for dead, Tobias Rancher. Some sort of reckless cowboy, seemingly had money. I picked him up from the square. He came willingly. He begged. He prayed even. He bled well. Ugh. Back right of Palmer Taylor Power Plant. February 15th. Stabbed and left for dead. Rocco. Indian and Norwegian. New to town. Loudmouth. I was witnessed. The cops came. He may live. Docks on Catfish View. Oh god, why is it always catfish? February 15th, 2018, 5:53. Important notes. Being too reckless. Need to lay low. Getting sloppy. New name, Stanley Wilkinson. New face, new place. February 16th, 1730. Stabbed and left alone. Clarence Copper. 74 years old. No family. Killed his own wife. Slit throat. Stabbed many times over. Mine shaft, back right. February 17th, 2018. 9:15. Noodle Lee. Plaid shirt. Long brown hair. Awkward girl. Picked her up from prison. She's nervous. Keep an eye out. Last known Legion Square Park. February 17th, 2018, 9:33. Dmitry Barkov. White jumpsuit. Bald. Running for mayor. Aggressive. Paranoid. Asked too many questions. Disrespected me. Dangerous. Needs to burn. Needs to be alone. Last known Braddock's Farm. February 17th, 2018, 10:55. Stabbed and left for dead. Eugene. Naive. Blue shirt. Friendly. Innocent. Ate weed and was kind to me. Only wanted friends. He begged for his life as his last words. Near the muddy pipes of the dam. Is that Eugene?
Maybe.
The ate weed part kind of tips it.
Sorry, my mic was muted. I said if only he'd finished the job.
It's wandering away.
He may be a while.
Would you like me to wait for you?
I'm alright.
Okay. February 17th, 2018. Hakeem Olatupo, King of Nigeria. Fat like a pig. Red shirt. Puffy black hair. Arrogant. Reckless. Stupid. Aggressive. Easily taunted. Fragile. Disrespectful. Last known San Andreas Avenue, Los Lagunas Boulevard. Oh my god. 27. Sorry, February 17th, 2018, 11:15. Frank Williams, Chief of Police. Not bald for whatever reason. What? Hashtag not my Frank. What?
Valid. Actually valid.
Yeah.
Kind, seemingly
this is a
caring,
serial
possibly
killer's
naive, could be
journal.
dangerous in the future. Need to be careful what I say around him. Do either of you want to explain what that meant?
Frank Williams would be better bald.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's true.
was the whole thing?
Yeah.
I'd be
Fake.
surprised. Oh,
Yeah.
one of those real Jackie Snow moment.
Let's just say back then, to put on your uniform, more often than not, you were bald. You were going bald if you were going on duty.
Bald.
Huh?
I just said bald.
Bald?
They said
Bald.
whelp, and I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. February 17th, 2018, 11:30. Detective Jackie Snow, dangerous. Oh, dangerous question mark. Made it very apparent that he is observing everything around him. How people speak, what they say, how they say it. White two-door Apr, last known repair shop on Innocence Boulevard. February 17, 2018, 13:50. Stabbed and left for dead Alistair Capone. Young, dark hair, too trusting. Stabbed and watched his blood turn the waterfall red. Known Miss Noodle very well. Close to her. She could be dangerous. Two Hoot Hills waterfall. He hated... Oh, he floated downriver. February 17th, 2018, 14:35. Stabbed and left for dead Chastity Dawes. Young, beautiful, purple hair. Crazy. I really like crazy. Gave her a ride. She was dumb enough to trust me. I stabbed her in the stomach over and over. The tunnel in the Mount Chiliad wilderness. Took a strand of her purple hair, keeping it on me. Why? February 17th, 2018, 15:30. Stabbed and dropped off a cliff. Cletus Brown. Redneck. Beer lover. Dirty mullet. Fell into gagged rocks. Oh, jagged rocks. Sorry. Dead parents. Last words, I love you, beer. Sustancia Road cliff face.
Damn.
Nice.
February 18th, 2018, 4:50. Stabbed and left for dead Ash. Black everything. Musician. Rock band. Edgy. Poser. Oh my god. Upcoming artist. Decided his last words, fuck you, so much fuck you. Stabbed throat and left in basement of Tequila La. February 18th, 2018, 5:50. Stabbed and left for dead Mike Hamilton. Tow truck / mechanic. Came to help me with my vehicle. Busy man. Began to daydream after I took him. Told him my entire story. All he did was stare. Back right, mine shaft. February 18th, 2018. Unknown time. The king kidnapped me and beat me in the mountain. He spat in the face of death. We must make him regret this. Last known Legion Square Park. Same day, unknown time. Was approached by Mary Livingston. Older dark woman. Sexual. Car broken. She took me back to her place. She let me cuff her willingly. I stabbed her. Her gardener walked in. Unknown name. He knew. He had to die. The cops came. I shot at them. They shot at me. They got me. I was held at the station. The officer left the cells unlocked. I ran. I managed to escape. I walked through the sewers for days. Eventually I took a train. Got a change of clothes. I managed to get the chief of police, Frank Williams, to uncuff me himself. Important notes. They know my face. They have my fingerprint. They might have my name. Too close, too reckless. Need to lay low, but the bloodlust. I just want to see it drip. Just let me know if anybody ever needs to stop for a minute.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Oh, just
Mhm.
feeling old.
February 18th, 2018, midday. Stabbed and dropped down a cliff. Ben Dover Simpson. Needed his butthole cleaned. I managed to convince him that I'd do that.
What?
Okay.
Well then,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I wish I could have played witness to
Wow.
how that conversation went. I brought him to a cliff, stabbed him, and watched him roll down the rocks, Estancia beachfront. February 18th. Stabbed and left for dead. High priority, Dmitry Barkov. I did it. He let me ride with him to his property. I pretended to be a cleaner. Sloppily stabbed several times. His shack in Sandy Shores.
I miss Dimitri.
February 18th. 12:45. The Cookie. Wyatt Derp. Dirty Mike. They took me hostage. Kept disrespecting me. Jewelry store. Portola Drive. February 18th, 2018. 13:35. Stabbed and left drowning in a river. Alec Belikov. Fat, young, blonde, traumatized. Needed her. I don't really want to read that, so I'm gonna skip past that. Took her to a waterfall. She begged. Said she wouldn't tell anyone. I made sure of that. Waterfalls and rivers near Tonga Drive.
That means it's multiple at that waterfall.
There's a lot at the waterfall and there's a lot at the mines. February 18, 2018, 14:35. Stabbed and left bleeding in a trench. Crazy Bob. Homeless, truly crazy. Said he had a voice named Reed that spoke to him.
I remember Crazy Bob.
All it took was a sack of $5,000 and he got in the van. I gutted him. Abandoned. Hippie commune camp.
That's
Greater
McLovin, by the
Highway.
way.
February 19th, 2018, 9:55. Stabbed and left drowning in an ocean. I told her my name. Stupid. Sammy White. On-duty paramedic. Engaged. I took a tattoo from her arm. The skull. She said her fiance's name was Alex. Dark-haired, young, female. I made a promise to take her next. The yacht next to Del Perro Pier. Was this you, Alex?
Go on.
What?
Sorry. February 19th, 2018. Ella Knight followed and tried to frame me, trying to get me caught. She's dangerous to me, unimportant to what I want. She needs to learn a lesson, need to lay low for now. Last known textile factory. I left her cuffed there. February 19th, 2018, 13:09. Almost caught. Hit a policeman. Gerald can be no longer. New face, new name. Head Detective Jackie Snow asked about Norman Bones. They know something. Noted. February 19th, 2018, 15. Stabbed, skinned, and left to rot. Benjamin Holmes, the Godfather. He had a business he wanted to run, unclear intentions. I played along until he brought me to his HQ. He prayed for his sins to be forgiven. I did not forgive. Voodoo Place at the port south of Los Santos. Carved Norman Bones in his mirror. And even then he thought he was God. February 20th, 2018, 12:55. Stabbed and left for dead. Aiden Biden. Old, delusional, thin blood, throat slit. He told me about his granddaughter, Khaleesi White. She sounded pretty. I'll keep an eye out. Redwood Lights track. February 20th, 2018, 15:10. Stabbed and left for dead. Mikey Thornton. Young, looking for work. Leather jacket, gold chain. I lured him to the vineyards by offering him a job. He was weary, but he took it anyway. Vineyards on Buen Vino Road. February 20th, 2018, 16:30, stabbed and left for dead. Sarah C. Young, gorgeous, long, beautiful legs, brown hair, white dress. She thought it was a date. I enticed her with guns. I stabbed her twice so she could bleed slow. Middle of the mine shaft. Okay, well, if Norman Bones calls you pretty, you should probably just run. February 20th, 2018, 17. I fell off a bridge. Sammy White, the paramedic, lived. I don't know if she remembers. We need to keep an eye out. We saw the medic helicopter. She may very well remember. Need to keep tabs. February 21st, 2018. Shot, stabbed, and rolled down a cliff.
That's
Joseph
Rhodes.
Brody.
No,
Rhodes.
it's not. Oh.
The eco-friendly
Uh-oh.
Uber driver? He complied all the way till the... Oh, he complied all the way till the end. Said he had a family and his best friend was Pixie. He hit me. He ran. I shot him, then stabbed and kicked him. The cliffside mansion on Buen Vino Road next to the Tongva Hills.
Eco-friendly, huh?
Eco-friendly Uber driver?
Used to be a
Yeah.
recycling guy.
Yeah, I used to run the recycling center. Only drove a Surge, a
yeah.
Dilettante. Technically a Jester, but it is a hybrid, just for, you know.
You should correct him next time you see him. That was a joke.
Put up a fight, right? That's important.
I mean, you're here. So yeah,
that's true.
that is good. Though I will say, obviously you don't need me to, but I'm going to anyway for my own sanity. Be careful. And I'll get to that later. And I don't know if getting away is a good thing. Well, it is, but it isn't, right?
Double-edged sword.
Yeah. February 25th, 2018, 1:30, stabbed and gutted. Charles Taco Prince. Taco. Fresh out of prison, told me all about his friends. I held him at gunpoint. As I walked him down the mine shaft, he kept saying he didn't want to die because he was a virgin. So I penetrated his neck with my blade. Back right. Mine shaft, right where I stabbed Big D. Holy shit.
Damn.
Listen, every so often, Norman's kind of gang. February 21st, 2018, 19. Stabbed and left for dead. 308 Winchester? I don't know if that's the name. Chunky, stupid, talked entirely too much. Just wanted to make friends. So I said I'd do some truck runs with him. Brought him to the port where he talked himself to death, literally. Truck port, south of Los Santos. February 26, 2018, 12:20, Norman Bones. I shot a local to defend someone who was being beat in the streets. I was detained and questioned. Random deputy. Detective Jackie Snow showed up along with Coop in his back seat. Coop seems to be hiding himself. He's scared of something. Snow asked loaded questions, wanted to get something out of me indirectly. Snow is smart. Snow is dangerous. Norman Bones. He now exists to the police department. No warrants. I have a face. I have a name. And then wrote Norman Bones in giant letters and underlined in the middle of the page. February 26, 2018, unknown time. I had a bit of a wardrobe change. Jordan Walker, husband of Khaleesi. He spoke with Jackie Snow. She's missing. He told Snow about me. Said I was suspicious. They have no proof. More people are closing in. Every day. Pistol Pete grows more and more anxious. He seems threatened. He seems aggressive and smart. He has connections and people who will do his bidding without even knowing who I am. They know things I don't. I'm playing a dangerous game. I need to be more careful.
I miss Pistol Pete.
I'm playing dangerous game.
I
need
heard
to
that
be
name
more
in
careful.
many years.
Playing a dangerous game. I need to be more careful. Sorry. It should be noted, Pistol Pete, he is very, very dangerous. I heard the stories. He's just as good, if not better, at getting away with shit like this. He knows where to stay, what to say, and who to say it to. We need to keep an eye on that one. Need to get to him before he does me. February 27th, 2018, 14:45. Stabbed, throat slit, gutted. Bob McSomething. Irish farm boy. Lived with his mother. Raised and bred dogs. Looking for work. He came with me. I brought him to the meat factory. He talked so much. Too much. I let him pray. I slit his throat. I gutted him. He bled all over. It was messy. The cops came. I called them. I want them to know, or I want them to see what I'm capable of. They should know how fun blood can be. I need more. Norman needs more. Meat factory, Orchardville Avenue. February 27, 2018, 16. Stabbed and left for dead. Mervyn Potts. Young but looked old as hell. Hunched over back. Liked to talk a lot as well.
Oh man,
That's an old name.
that is.
I asked him if he wanted to
haven't
do a
heard.
job. He seemed to want to rob a bank or something. He told me stupid jokes as we drove. I took him up north where I held him at gunpoint. Said Kudokai was his adopted father. Maybe I'll get a hold of him next. Abandoned hippie camp, Great Ocean Highway. 227, February 27, 2018, 14:45. Stabbed at the tow garage, Sal Rosenberg. Blue shirt, annoying, crazy, dangerous criminal. Was riding around with Abdul when Sal came along. Sal stabbed Abdul. Said I could stab him because he felt bad, so I did. Westmere Drive tow garage.
That sounds like Sal.
Yep, that sounds on brand. February 28th, 2018, 13. Chastity Dawes kidnapped me. She's informed that she's talking to many people. She's upset that she's lost a chunk of her memory. Seems important to her. She asked me a lot about who I really am. There is only one person who knows. Who I thought had some decency. I did his bidding. Granted, I would have done either way. The funny man sold information about me to Chastity. I talked my way out of being stabbed. The funny man has gone back on his own morals for cash. Said I needed to get Khaleesi because she didn't respect him. The funny man doesn't seem to respect the god of death. He's made a mistake. One does not spit in the face of death purely for some earthly currency that won't matter when he's dripping blood from his eye sockets. The funny man is my priority. He goes before all others now. We'll see how funny he finds it. March 2nd, 2018, 21:25. Stabbed and left for dead. Future Judge Nina Valier.
Valier.
Red hair. Valier?
Mm-hmm.
Red hair, sings like an angel, dating John Archer. Oh my god, that's a name I haven't heard. I took her to the therapy center, stood her on some rocks. I asked her what would be the last thing she would say to John. I would tell him that I loved him, that he made my life the moment I met him all the more important. Therapy clinic off of Marlow Drive. He circled that entire quote. If I knew him, I would assume to repeat it back to Archer later. March 3rd, 2018. Trooper John Archer is very weary of me. I don't know if they found Nina, but it seems like it. The public service announcements have stopped. Twitter is silent. I heard sounds roaring all through the city. John thinks it's me. If that dog kept sniffing, he may have found her. There's no way to know. There very well may be warrants out for me. If she lived, that's it. Need to lay low. Due to statute of limitations, it may be a while. Who knows? All I do know, if John gets reckless and lets his emotions get the best of him, he may end up worse off than she is. He's smart, but full of rage. Rage blinds those who are not careful. We will see. The god of death will remain faceless for the time being. Plus, my house needs some upkeep anyhow. March 6th, 2018, 3:30. Stabbed and left for dead. Raul, homeless, kind, touching. Everything about him was gentle and innocent, even up until the very end. Torn up face. It started with him asking me for some food. He got in my car and I took him to get some food. He said he wouldn't mind working with me on my PI work. I took him near the dam trails. He recited me his favorite poem. He said he came to terms a long time ago. He was happy to die. So I stabbed him in his neck. Tavian Mountains near cliff face. I don't know if he survived. March 6, 2018, 6:45. Stabbed and dropped down a waterfall. Davo, Australian. Seemed seemingly addicted to meth. Scrawny, not very smart, needed a ride from prison. He asked me to go to the golf course. I drove to the Hoot waterfall. I held him with a gun, said he feared death. I asked what his last words would be. Send me to my mother and thank you. I stabbed his neck and watched him fall down the waterfall. To Hoot Hills, Sankudo Road. March 9th, 2018, 9:35. Slit throat, cut tongue, left to drown. Samantha White, no longer EMS. Decided to attack and torture me. Little did she know, it only fueled the fire. The glass in my mouth, the wound in my side. She had been talking to detectives and made good friends with Nina Valier. She kept running her mouth, so I cut a piece of her tongue out. She laughed in the face of death, only to be taught the lesson once again. If she lives and continues to talk, next time I'll make sure she doesn't. Zancudo Swamp near Route 68 off a small pier.
It is Norman's journal.
Let me just take a drink for a sec. This is a lot of reading.
Yeah, take your time.
It's a lot. Holy shit.
I think as of now, the only standout bit was the
Waterfalls.
mention, well, no. The house needing upkeep sort of implies that it was a rundown.
Oh, he lived at the lighthouse.
N-
You're saying maybe before that?
Possibly before that?
Hmm.
I'm not
I know,
100% certain.
You know, years ago, when he showed up, he was like fucking with people because they were living in the house. That was his, I guess. But probably before that. I don't know where he lived before that house. That's a fair point, though. But I'd also check the waterfall when we leave here. March 21st, 2018. Chastity Dawes met with me at the park. She has told me that Funny Man has died, shot to death by the police. Sloppy. He couldn't get away. He was at the top of my list. The only thing left of him is her, Chastity Dawes. She's been piecing things together. She seems like she wants to work with me. I do not trust her. She worked for Funny Man, who sold me out. I need her to trust me to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. Funny Man is dead. He's off the list. Unfortunate. March 21st, 2018, 22:20. Stabbed and killed Edward Wright, lawyer, represented Coop in his case against Victor Russian. White suit, round top hat, black hair. He needed a ride from the courthouse to the pier. I drove him there and we talked for a bit. He told me Coop was his best and only friend. He prayed and begged. He just wanted to make his family proud. Told his dad was killed by an uncaught murderer. How ironic. Del Perro Pier off of Desert Avenue. His law firm later tweeted that he did not survive his injuries. He looked good covered in blood. March 26, 2018, 16:26. A lot has happened since the last time I took some notes. Let's review. A lot has happened. This was like a 4-day span, 5-day span. From the 21st to the 26th. I purposely met with Khaleesi. She did exactly what I expected her to do. She attacked me. She carved into me. This was good for me, purely to build a case on my attackers, whereafter Khaleesi was killed. Her family in turmoil. I told her death comes for us all. She didn't seem to think so. Far was the fall from her throne, though as much as I liked seeing her corpse, I kinda wish it was me who did it. Nina Valier. She has been torn by Khaleesi's passing on top of her and John splitting up. I keep taunting her, following her. It seems her mental state is falling apart. Samantha White attacked me. Khaleesi attacked me. How long before Nina finally snaps? I've been trying to talk to Snow more. He doesn't trust me one bit. I can tell just by the way he operates around me. I need to convince him of a few things. I spoke with Khaleesi's family. They seem to have known Khaleesi had a fondness for me, so for whatever reason. They may be willing to work with me in the future. Vinny Pistone, what? The mayor? Is Vinny the mayor?
As far as I know.
I can't
That
imagine him as the
goes-
mayor.
Over the
Could
mayor.
that have been the time when like
This is like a
Sal
really
was
right
also
like
the-
ago.
mayor, quote unquote, right?
Alex? Does this go back to
This is like a
Sal
really long
being
time
the
ago.
mayor, free car Friday at PDM?
Well, I
Like
remember
that
like,
far back?
like Kiki Chanel and Bryce fighting over being mayor later too.
Again, for context, there used to be a time where Sal was the mayor and did Free Car Friday at PDM, okay?
Yo,
Oh, hell yeah. That sounds rad as fuck.
hell yeah. Vinny Pistone, the mayor, held me at gunpoint and wanted to speak. I have a lot of people trying to get a hold of me for various reasons right now. I need to be very careful of who I speak to, how I speak to them, what I say around them. I'm becoming very high profile. I need to lay low, but it's been so long. And coincidentally enough, later that day, stabbed and dropped off a bridge. Alicia DeWitt, Judge Holden's assistant, his lover. Red hair, slicked back, tight clothes. Australian, seemed to be good at setting her feelings aside for other more important matters. She told me all about her and Holden. I asked her what would be the last thing you'd say to him if you knew you were about to die. She said I'd tell him that I loved him, that I always had. Chiliad Mountain State Wilderness. Dropped from about 100 feet plus off a bridge onto hard mountainside. I don't know. Okay. March 27th. Time and time again, I have asked the police to help. They are incompetent and useless. My hope of getting the law to fight on my side is thinning. Nita Valier is going mad. I'm the closest thing she has to understanding. The entire city is on my back. She's still a judge. If I could somehow convince her that she needs me, maybe, just maybe, would I come out of this alive? The stakes are ever rising. I'm alone. I feel it comes for me soon. I've pulled off miracles before. This just seems so unlikely. March 28th. Wyatt Derp has proven to be very useful in my doings. He's willing to do whatever I say, even if that means pissing off his friends. Chastity and me have a common enemy, Vinny Pistone. She's agreed to work with me and Wyatt. She also told me Joey, Nina, and Samantha plan to set me up. Chastity has been very useful. This is the start of something wonderful. I also met with Matt Willis, Khaleesi's right hand. He's smart and wants to keep his hands clean. He cannot be trusted, but I want on his family's good side. We'll see where that goes. What? March 29th, beaten with a hammer and dropped off a bridge. Ellie Dono.
Aw.
I love Ellie.
Aw.
Biker or skater of some sort. Quirky.
Valid.
That fit that.
She would
yeah.
love to be called that. Quirky, lighthearted, suspicious of me, rightfully so. She was hanging around a guy named Kelly. Kelly.
Oh.
Abdul
Shit.
kidnapped Kelly and used him as a hostage.
Is
I
it-
rushed Ellie into my car. Sorry?
Oh no, you continue. I thought you were done. I apologize.
No, Abdul kidnapped Kelly and used him as a hostage. I rushed Ellie into my car because I knew she was in a panic. I convinced her that officers were in Sandy Shores. She believed it. I brought her to Cassidy Trail Train Bridge, where I then beat her to death and dropped her off the bridge. Well, you actually didn't. Cassidy Trail Train Bridge downriver somewhere, I'm sure. What were you gonna say, Matt?
Nothing serious, but I can just see how Ellie would have responded to being called quirky. If she was sitting here,
You
she'd
can
be like,
hear it, right?
"Quirky? Me? That's so kind, thank you."
Wow.
Like there are a lot of bridges in these.
Yeah.
A lot.
and waterfalls. Though
Yeah.
oddly enough, the same waterfall has been listed on
Yeah, the
different
hill-
roads.
two-
One listed on
two
Tongva,
hills.
and one I don't know. There's
I
another
think
street name, but
bridge
they're the
right down
same
there was one of
ones.
them. Yeah. We're nearly there.
How much more?
I don't know.
Oh god.
I have like 10 more pages.
Oh god.
I know. Listen, I thought there was an entry per page. There's like multiple. March 29th, 2018, Vinny and Khaleesi family trust me to do work. What? Vinny and Khaleesi's family trust me to do work for them. Vinny has agreed to set our issues aside so long as I prove Jordan was behind Khaleesi's death. Do I actually need to tell Vinny the truth? No. Am I going to? Maybe. I'll speak to Jordan, and if he doesn't tell me anything, I'll tell Vinny he did anyway. Keeping them in conflict keeps eyes off me. My god. So he'd been doing this. Anyway. March 29th, beaten with a hammer and left in mud. Ramiel Ramen decided to take me and
Nice.
Abdul hostage. Abdul is just either a hostage or a hostage taker in these. Seemingly
crazy back then.
seemingly unintelligent. Reckless
damn.
and stupid. Abdul and I decided to run out in the middle of the robbery. Rami still got away and decided to hunt me and Abdul down. He finally agreed to meet us at the car shop. Abdul suggested I hit him with a hammer, so I cracked his skull open behind the car shop. Automotive shop on Adams Apple Boulevard, back parking lot. March 30th, stabbed and left to drown. Abdul Al-Rahim, the Yellow Flash. He called himself the Yellow Flash?
Still a taxi
He
guy.
did. Yeah.
Wow. The Arabian Stallion, the Generous, the Sellout. Fat, happy, yellow.
All valid.
Yeah.
Okay.
His weapon was a lollipop.
I can hear Abdul requesting that these be the things he writes down. March 30th, 3:15. Chastity and Rebecca have proven themselves useful. Joey Walker had wanted to set me up for a good while now. Rebecca saw him as creeping. Chastity saw him as a shitty friend. I convinced them both to help me. Rebecca drew him in, Chastity took him out. They danced like puppets. It was a beautiful performance. Not sure if he'll live, seemingly sought after. He was stabbed, dropped down several rocks. I came back towards pictures and stabbed him a few more times. Carved out his tattoos as well. Hacked over and over with hatchet. Hakeem Olatupa? The king. Fat, arrogant, stupid, full of himself. Chastity lured him up to Polito and took him behind a gas station alleyway. Held him there till I was able to arrive. Finally, I had him. He begged and said he no longer wanted to be king. Pathetic creature. Polito Bay gas station near the bank. March 30th, stabbed, dropped off rocks, survived only to... I'm ignoring this. March 31st, stabbed and dropped off a cliff face. James Bishop, guru, life lesson coach, white shirt, olderish guy, blue jeans. He was a talker for sure. He knew the right things to say to get someone to open up to him. We talked about a lot. He opened up about his life. I opened up about my life. Told him everything. We spoke about life and ironically death. Said he came to peace with it. Mercy prevails over my wrath. Mount Chiliad, State Wilderness. Stabbed and left to rot. April 3rd. Jason Voorhees. Wow. Dressed just like the movie character. Wish he was as interesting. Oh my god, the shade. Rebecca got a hold of him and brought him to me. He barely spoke, didn't give me anything to work with. As I explained myself, he only said just hurry up, so I made him wait a little longer and left him in the pile of trash where he belonged. Marietta oil field and dumpster.
I did not plan
We're gonna
SOE.
have us bike to all these places?
No, well,
Because this list
maybe.
is pretty long.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know what else to
It's
do.
like years and years of.
Yeah.
That's
know,
the crazy
actually,
part.
it's
It's not even
months.
years. Yeah, it's just a couple months.
And the majority of the list so far was just in March.
Yeah. April 3rd. Stabbed and left to drown. Seamus McKenna? Irish seemingly. Plaid shirt, soft-spoken, somewhat